It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Patriots and the Bears.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Throwing here is May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they go play action with May. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They run for the first time with James Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch. And
he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To the air, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing is Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They run it with James. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. To throw, Williams. He'll complete this one to Collins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Williams. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Looking to throw is Williams. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along. Because
touchdown Bears! DJ Moore from 8 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's May. And this one's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to throw, May. And complete, right side to Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's Banks. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Play action. Now Williams. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Williams. And again back to Komet. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, here's Williams. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw, it's May. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On the ground, it's James. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. In motion right, that's Collins. Looking to throw. Williams. That's complete. It's Collins. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. That's taken in by Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. Throwing here is May. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, May. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Palmer. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Kyler Gordon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Palmer. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Banks. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback. One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
They run the counter. Clemens, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Clemens. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Stanley. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. James. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Stanley to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing is Stanley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's James. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Stanley looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Shrugs him off. Still going. Inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did, because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, James. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Stanley has his man. That's James. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now a give right side. Clemens.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, Clemens. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
New England's offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Stanley. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22 and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Pats at the line ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defense.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Clemens, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a give right side. Clemens, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Patriots now down by 7, a little under 1:50 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
That's caught by Palmer.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason, so without getting ahead of ourselves, we'll likely see a 2-point try should they get this in the end zone.
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Flushed out right.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Clock under 30 seconds now. Here's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Stanley over the middle. It's complete.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.